found this insane video on the internet, literally relating exactly to what I always talk about how Arab Jew hatred is so problematic. We're going to watch it right now. I'm Tal the Traveling Clat, your favorite white colonizer. Let's take a look.
Yeah, bro.
What up? Everything's okay?
Where from?
Can I sing you a song and then I'll tell you where I'm from?
I've been in that position before.
Yeah, bro. Take your time.
Okay. أنا لا جاي أقول لك ارجع اسمع علشان أنا صبري يعني كل مرة تهرب أقرب على إيه أنت مسهرني الليل حبيبي روحي عمري عقلي عليك يلي حبك أنت مغلبني معذبني مرويني الويل.
جامد نيك.
You like it?
انت منين؟
I don't speak Arabic.
ما from where يعني اخلص.
Oh, you ask where I'm from? I live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, bro.
I live in Los Angeles, but I'm from Israel.
Are you Israeli?
Yes.
Say wallah.
Wallah. Why like this? Why? But you just like the song. Why you be...
And he's saying the most disgusting things, by the way. A man of Allah, a real Muslim, by the way, saying the most disgusting things to just a man who's saying him a song. No political. This is the Muslim. This is the Islamic, Arabist, pan-Arabist, supremacist ideology right here. And this is a typical Egyptian. This is coming from somebody who was in Egypt, and exactly the way that this guy had to sort of play with his identity is exactly the way I had to be the entire time I was in Egypt, because they are extremely hostile towards not Israelis, Jews, towards Jewish people. Follow Itai Ben David, Itai Benda on Instagram. This is the amazing man who made this video. He's also apparently been doing more Omi TV stuff. I want to shout him out. I always want to shout out the creators that are doing stuff. Not that he needs the followers, he's got a lot, but I always want to honor the people who made this video. Itai Ben David, a musician. Listen, folks, this is exactly what I always talk about. There is so much intolerance in the Arab world towards Jewish people, towards Israelis. It is absolutely vitriol. And this is the typical Egyptian. Like, if there was a way to put an Egyptian on a pedestal and say, here's what the average Egyptian citizen looks like, that's it. Not the government, the people of Egypt. The people of Egypt hate Jewish people. You know, at one point in history, one of my best friends is an Egyptian Jew. At one point in history, there was over, I believe it's 120, between 80 to 120,000 Egyptian Jews who lived between Cairo at certain points in the Islamic Caliphates. I think it might have been the Fatimid one. Jews were at very high positions. I mean, they had been living in Egypt for a long time, way before the advent of Islam or Arabism, way before Arabs colonized Egypt. They had been in that land. Obviously, there were certain points where they were casted out of slavery, and then they came back and they did business. The story of Joseph, and I mean, there's a million different communications that Am Yisrael has had with Egypt. 80,000 to 120,000 used to live there. There's like 5. I believe there's like 5 families in Egypt now. There's like 1 in Alexandria, 4 in Cairo, and that's it. And they killed many of them in different pogroms, and many had to escape for their lives because it became so dangerous. I have a good friend who, I don't want to say his name. I'll let you find the video. He made a video a couple of years ago, going back to Cairo, and he showed what it's like to be an Israeli in Cairo. And you can see, you can look it up yourself. I don't want to shout him out because I don't want him to be associated with my channel, because I know he likes to keep it not so political like I do. Go check out his page. Look up Israeli in Cairo and see how Egyptians treated him. The average Egyptians telling him to get off his motorbike because he's Israeli. Fuck you because you're an Israeli. Just like the most disgusting behavior. You know, if an Egyptian visits Israel, we honor them as a guest of honor. Jew, non-Jew, doesn't matter. An Egyptian will not be discriminated against in Israel on the basis that they're Egyptian. if they're an Islamic nationalist and they're, preaching colonial Islamic ideology, that probably they'll be discriminated against, because a lot of people in Israel don't want that. But if they come as a guest to your country, is to visit, oh my God, to be treated as a king or a queen. As a king or a queen. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's how they would be treated. But they don't return the favor anywhere in the Arab world, minus the countries that we've made peace with in the Abraham Accords, which really have stepped up to the plate. And I can't say that all of the citizens of those countries have done great, but this is the average experience as an Israeli in the world right now. This is what it's like. I don't say it for you to feel bad for me. I don't care. I could deal with it. I got tough skin. But that's why we're in this fight. I'm here to bring you down a few pegs, because you guys are pieces of shit to each other. Like, it's not like Egyptians are good to the Gazans. They bribe them, don't forget, $10,000 a pop at the gate to bring them into Egypt. They've been terrible to the Palestinians. Egypt is a really messed up nation. Very messed up nation with very messed up people. So for all the hate that Israel gets online, let's point our eyes a little bit to Egypt real quick and see how terrible Egypt actually is. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys a long time, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.